Immortalmisfitnation to YouTube. We're back with another video. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to have the computer fight these matches out so I can think on what I want to say for this part. But today's video, we're going to play my top 6 worst Telltale game characters, or hated, whichever way I decide to name it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, number 6 is Georgie Porgy from The Wolf Among Us. Well, if you haven't played The Wolf Among Us, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but he owns basically a club called the Put It In Pie. He forces the women in that club to prostitution for the Crooked Man, but the Crooked Man isn't on that list. But anyway, I digress. His one cardinal sin is being British or whatever, or from the UK. I'm kidding. They gave him a sort of a British UK accent, bloody hell and whatnot. But anyway, I digress. One of my least favorite characters because he's at number 6 because while I hate him, there are people that I hate more than him. He's basically pretty much the main one of the antagonists in The Wolf Among Us Season 1. And yeah, I don't like how he treated my girl Narissa. But anyway, he forced those girls into prostitution for the Crooked Man, and then wants to play victim. It's voice acted by he's voice acted by Kid Beyond. I don't know who Kid Beyond is, but he's one of the few voice actors they actually hired for the Telltale games back in the day when they used to use the same people. But anyway, that is going on. Number 5, Larry from The Walking Dead. He's the sort of antagonist, but not really. And Lily's father, Lily, isn't on the list because I'm gonna keep it one per family member, or at least try to. But anyway, he's rude and nasty to pretty much everyone in the group. He almost got Lee killed one time. Yeah, he almost got Lee killed twice. Actually, even when you save him, he's so fucking ungrateful to the point you're like, damn dude, why in the fuck did I save this guy? I could have let him cease to exist anymore. He's pretty much antagonistic with everyone in the group besides his daughter, obviously, for obvious reasons. Let's see, he is played to perfection by something Travis something. I forgot the voice actor's name for him. But anyway, yeah, he's number 5 because he's not a villain or a hero. He's not a villain or technically not a villain or a super bad person, but he's good. Okay, number 4 on the list. Okay, number 4 is another person from The Wolf Among Us. Number 4 on the list is Ichabod Crane, the leader of Fabletown Embezzlement. I don't remember who he's voice acted by, but anyway, he has the Fabletown. He's pretty much the leader of the Fabletown, but he treats people below him. He views them as what do you call them? Not worth his time. A lot of deaths happen because of his actions in the game. He's pretty much a sort of antagonist, but not really. Let's see what else about him that I don't like. Yeah, I know this is just gonna be me rambling, but anyway, yeah. And he has this obsession with Snow White to the point where he glamored someone to look like her and didn't even care. He cared when she died, so that's why he's number 4 on the list, and not number 1. Number 1 is for someone I truly dislike. But yeah, his actions in the game, most of that story is, and what happened to characters is basically his fault, as well as a few other characters I'm not going to spoil. Ichabod Crane is based off of the Headless Horseman story. They basically made him a coward and put him in charge of Fabletown and whatnot. Okay. I just don't like him as a character. He's not, as I said before, he views anyone below him as weak. I mean, not weak, but as not worthy of his time. Embezzled from Fabletown. Let's see. Yeah. But anyway, as I said before, this is going to be me reiterating. He's basically responsible for most of the story in the game, besides another character we're not going to get into. Okay, number 3. Carver. Such wasted potential with Carver. He's referenced in episode 1, kind of, sort of, but not really referenced in episode 1 of The Walking Dead season 2, and he's the main antagonist for episode 2 and 3. He is pretty much the leader of rival camp, and basically forces people into slave labor at Howell's hardware store in the game. And yeah, he's basically Negan, but he had so much wasted potential. It's not even Carver had so much wasted potential because, spoilers, if you want to spoil, if you don't want spoilers, skip. He's pretty much he pretty much gets killed in episode 3, the following episode. They made it seem like he was going to be like part of the main story, like an antagonist, but he barely has a barely. Oh yeah, he also had one of his people had sex with him against her will, and then pretty much threatened to kill the kid at the end of the game. Okay, when his time was up, we're gonna go on to the next fight, and then we'll continue talking about Carver. So give me a minute. Okay, and Carver also committed another sin. He partially blinded my dude Kenny in one eye, which is why I don't like him. So basically, he has as I said before, a slave labor camp. He forces people to work, and then kills them if they don't do what he says, or if they mess up. But anyway, I had a feeling he was supposed to be the Negan of the show, and then they just wasted him, so to speak. I mean, of the game. And well, he does have a deserved death for his final. In the final episode, he appeared in number 3, but I wish he had more of a presence in season 2, like the final antagonist. Instead, we go with the group basically fighting each other. So yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, number 2, Jane from The Walking Dead season 2. What do we say about Jane? At first, I like her, but then I realized that she is extremely manipulative. She through her actions, she gets either herself or Kenny killed. Basically lying about AJ being dead. Another character in the show, basically lying about AJ being dead and getting him, and she and Kenny basically fight. These are spoilers. And then in the episode season 3, which there's a character from season 3 we're going to talk about, she has sex with Luke in season 2, and in season 3 we get flashbacks. We don't get her anymore in the game. Just a couple flashbacks, basically saying when she finds out she's pregnant, she kills herself along with Luke's baby, which, yeah, fuck her. But anyway, yeah, I feel like near the end of the game, if it wasn't for her, Clementine and Kenny both could have lived. I mean, Kenny or her both could have lived, depending on your choices, instead of either or dying. Yeah, so anyway, yep, this part is her part is kind of short because I don't want to spoil the game for you. at first you think she's helping Clementine, but she's really only out for herself, and she cares about herself until they basically pretty much say that she only cares about Clementine and Clementine only. So yeah. Don't worry, number one. Before we get to number one, the reason why some characters like Carlos aren't in the game is because Carlos is still a good father. The reason why Lily and Carlos aren't on this list is because I don't hate them. I mean, I hate them, but they're specifically characters that either I hate or didn't have any significance in the story. And the reason why the barely has a significance, and the reason why the Crooked Man, the main antagonist for The Wolf Among Us, isn't in the game is simply because I didn't want to add too many Wolf Among Us characters into the game. Yes, I'm talking this much so I can run out the battle timer with this fight. Okay, number one is surprising, but not really. And we'll get back to number one. Okay, the moment you guys have been waiting for. Number one, Kate from The Walking Dead Season 3. Why Kate, you may ask? Well, we're gonna get to that because I have a lot to say, but not really a lot, but we will get to that. Okay, so why I don't like Kate is I liked Kate for a while, but then something happens in the game, which is also spoilers. This whole list is spoilers, by the way. I don't know if I said it. Well, she basically is married to a character named David, someone who else who should have been on the list, but I don't hate him because he's voiced by Alexander Hernandez. Alexander Hernandez is the GOAT. But seriously, the reason why I don't like Kate is because and Kate is one of the is a love interest to Javi, by the way, because she's married. Even though she's married to David, she basically David isn't treating her right. I'm not going to get into the reason why. And basically she flirts with Javi openly, and then in front of David, or not in front of in front of David in one episode. And then she basically like starts a fight between Javi and David, and if you choose as Javier Garcia to say Kate's gonna leave her ass, she gets mad at Javi despite it being her who was talking about her marriage with David. And then let's see, and then at the end of the game, she basically Javi can basically turn her down. If you turn her down, she gets pissy and angry at Javier. And basically one line she says, "I don't know why I loved either one of y'all, either both of y'all," which we'll get to that later. But basically, and if you basically say that you do want her and that you're in love with her, she causes a problem at the end of the episode, which we will get to it right now. She basically causes a fight between Javi and David when saying that line, "I don't know why I loved either one of you," which she basically gets mad at both Javier and David and says that. And then if you choose choices that make her that you say you like her or want her or in love with her, she basically walks up to Javier and kisses him in front of David, who they thought was dead but came back in a later episode, which causes David to run off with Discount Del Somro. I forgot the kid's name, which results in either David or Discount Del Somro or Kate dying at the end of the season. So basically, she causes this whole fight between David and Javier, which results in the group being splintered. And then basically responsible for that fight that gets David and Javier killed. David and Discount doesn't roll or herself killed, which I always find a way to go with the option that gets her killed. But anyway, I digress. She's the worst character because she started off that whole tries to cheat on her husband, and then gets mad when you don't want her, or basically does that, or basically just gets people indirectly killed because she's a selfish idiot. But anyway, I digress. Hope you guys enjoyed the video of my top 6 Walking Dead characters. This will be up later today on YouTube. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of the gameplay and all that good shit. Watch my other videos and everything. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. This is Jordan Immortalmisfit. I'm out. Peace.